Alright, so now that you know how to use the bone tool, let's go back into Animate and let's do a little animation with it. So we're going to call this PuppetFL. We're going to use more than just one link or a couple of links. We're going to try to do something with some actual animation. A little more than what we did before. So let's go to ActionScript 3.0. Alright, and I'm going to start here by drawing my puppet, and I can start here with a body, and then I need an arm, I need a leg, and I need a head, maybe something like that. I'm going to go to the selection tool and select the head, F8, call it head. Make sure it says movie clip, click OK. Click the arm, F8, arm. Leg, oops, and body, F8, body. Alright. Now I need two arms, so I'm going to hold the Option key down and drag out another arm. And I need two legs, so I'm going to hold down the Option key and click and drag out another leg. And now I'm going to go ahead and move these guys into place. Don't let them actually touch, just get them kind of near where you need them to be for the legs and the arms and the head. Okay, sort of like that. And now we're ready to construct our puppet using the bone tool. So we're going to have everything kind of connected out of the body. So I'm going to use the bone tool here. Click on the bone tool. I'm going to go to click, hold, and drag up to the middle of the head. So I've got those two guys linked. Remember, it's invisible for now anyways. And then I need to go connect the arm to there, the arm to there, and the leg to there, and the leg to there. Okay, so now I've got my armature layer made, and it's got this guy on it here. I use the selection tool. Now I can go ahead and kind of, you can see how that's going to move around a little bit, right? And the arms. And now you could put them in like that, get them in there, because they're attached by the bone tool. So it's not going to be a problem if they touch, if they're able to touch, that is. Don't worry about it if it's not, based on where you put the links. Alright, so now I want to move this guy around. So to do that, it's a little difficult, but you could do this. With the selection tool, you're going to select all the pieces. Do a selection box around all the pieces like that. And you're going to hit Q. Alright? So you see that? We're using that free transform tool right there, Q. And when you use Q, you can move it wherever you need on the stage. Okay? And you can also rotate it. Alright? So if I'm going to make this guy like swimming, oh, you can also change the size. Hold that shift key down, maybe make it a little smaller, whatever you got to do. Alright, so I'm going to go out, let's see, 1, 2, maybe 3 seconds. Hit F5 on the armature layer. I'm on the armature layer, so F5. And put the scrubber back to frame 1. Make sure that you've got, oops, let's see, let's go to the selection tool now. Make sure you've got your person, your thing, in the right spot, the way you want it. Okay. And then maybe we go out and do this in chunks of 5 or 10 or 15, whatever you want to do. So maybe at frame 10, I'm going to have it look kind of open up here, like that. Just move this over a little bit. And you can see the bone connections now. Now you can see the armatures when you do it like that. Okay, let's try that. Oops. Okay, so you could see it's going to go like that. It's getting ready. And then in 20, it's going to go and propel itself across the room or across the stage. So I get the motion, the arm positions the way it's going to be at the end. Then I'm going to select everything and hit Q and move it across. All right. So you could see, boom, gets there. Okay. Then I'm going to go to 30, let's say, and maybe at 30, I'm going to use the selection tool, get everything, hit Q. Maybe now I rotate it and move it down. And also click out so I can click on the individual pieces. All right. And then go to 40. Reset where I want the arms to be and the head to be. And maybe now select it all, hit Q. I'm going to rotate it and move it over here. Okay. Boom. Gotta love this stuff. I go to frame 50 and do something else with it now. Okay, so we're just kind of using Q, get those free transform edit boxes around it, and do our animation that way. So select the whole thing, hit Q, and go down here now, and use the selection tool, click out, so I can reset the arms. You can tell I put the arm too far away, right? And then finally, now maybe I'll have it move across the screen, walk across the screen. So you have to use Q to move it. So let's get it to here. Okay, click out. Oops, I'm gonna mess that up here. Click out. Oh, Command Z. Use the selection tool, and we can make it look like it's walking. Okay. As best we can. And select it, hit Q, move it again, move it again. Uh-oh, I don't know if I did that right. You guys get the hang of this, right? I think you can see what I'm doing. It's just all repetitive. No, now I want to click out and get the arms going and the legs going. And maybe have it just kind of walk off the stage. At that point, Q, get it over here, and do the animation. Alright, so now I've got my animation, my PuppetFL. It actually looks like it's doing something. Let me do a command return. Cool. PuppetFL right there, guys. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be an animal. It could be a thing. It could be whatever. It could be a robot. Whatever you want. I just want to see you do 3 or 4 seconds of animation. And use the bones tool and use the free transform tool to get this thing to move around. The only way it's moving around the screen is if you use the free transform tool. So you got to really pay attention to what I did on that for this training video. All right. When you're done, you want to file, export, animated GIF. All right, make sure transparency is unchecked. Save it as PuppetFL. And then, of course, you're also going to save this project, file, save as, and we're calling it PuppetFL, because this might take you a couple of days to work on, right? If you don't get it started right at the beginning of class, you might have to save it as PuppetFL. Make sure you're saving your FLA files at the end of class. I've been noticing some of you are not doing that. You're doing an export before you're ready, and then you don't have an FLA file to go to continue working on it the next day, and you got to start over. That's just a waste of time. All right, so that's PuppetFL. Get that guy done. Thank you very much. We'll see you. I look forward to seeing these.